Are y'all ready to have some fun? Then you're in the right place. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner Live. The show will begin shortly. Thanks for joining us.
Mm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Evening. What is evening? Oh my gosh, I can't even say evening anymore. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner Live. I'm so excited you've all joined us tonight because, as normal, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to bring you a great, talented person tonight again. Every week it seems like we're getting more and more talented people. Just the caliber is just raising, really raising. And tonight we are honored, and I'm just thrilled to have Mr. David Martinez with us. Welcome, David.
Welcome. Thank you,
You,
Carolyn, for having me.
you are welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure you interact using the comments like Miss Sarah is. Hello, Sarah. How are you? So, David, I'm super excited about having you on the show. I've heard a lot of great things about you, and I know that you play everywhere. So, a lot of people should be familiar with you in the Coastal Bend. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself while I get this set, please?
Well, I'm a musician, singer songwriter. Plus, I perform a lot around town. A lot of venues I play are like Executive Surf Club, Rockets. I play in the Island. I play different areas. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
And um, I play a bunch of venues. I'm also a full time teacher. I've been doing it for 23 years. I teach math.
Wow.
So in addition to playing, that's one thing I do. I've released. I've been performing live for over 20 years. I've been playing music since I was born, but I started playing
Wow.
guitar. I started playing guitar about 30 years ago, and about I started writing stuff, and then took it seriously, and I went. I started doing the open mics at Executive Surf Club and various locations, and uh, went on the road with Jimmy Wilden from Yash and Yimi
Yes.
2006, and recorded my first record in 2007, released in 2009 out in Los Angeles. It's a self-titled record, and then I recorded another one in 2012, released it then, and recorded my third one in 2015. And I just recorded a new single out at Sound Machine, not too far from you, at
Yeah.
Skidmore, Texas, with Mason Shirley on the helm. So he was, and a great array of musicians, and you'll be hearing that track later. It's called Fast and Hard.
Oh yeah, and I'm super excited for everyone to hear it. And you just released that, right? How many days ago?
Yes.
Like a few days
Well,
ago.
well, a couple of months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong day.
Yeah, I put it out a couple of months ago, but it's
That's awesome.
in the independent world, it takes time to get a little traction.
It does. And that's why we love doing this so much because you're
Hmm.
doing it all yourself. You don't have a
Hmm.
record label behind
Yeah.
you helping you with all this. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of money to me
Hmm.
more than anything and a lot of skill. The whole
Hmm.
thing is because it's expensive to get it done. So it takes a while.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome that you did that. I can't wait for everyone to hear it. On all of your songs, from what I heard, sounds so good. I love your style. What would you classify your genre? Would you classify it as anything, or is it just David?
Well, it's a combination of a lot of different uh, uh, genres, actually. I grew up I grew up listening to Kiss and Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones and the Beatles, and then also my grandmother was a big Elvis Presley fan and John Denver fan. My mom also
Wow,
my mom also loved the classic country, and so I mean I like Neil Diamond and Herb Alpert, and stuff like that. So it's just an array. And plus I'm really into like that soul music, like like Marvin Gaye, and one of my biggest influences is Lenny Kravitz. And so I mean
wow.
I just try to take a bunch of things. If I like something, I don't write in one particular style. I try to you know
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
kind
So
of
very eclectic. You just whatever comes to your heart. That is so neat because you're not one genre, and I like that because I honestly love all types of music. And your style, I can tell it's kind of a
yeah.
mixture of all of that, and that's wonderful. I mean, that is so cool. I love it. I love it. What instruments do you play, by the way?
I
Hello,
just I
Cindy.
my main one is guitar. I can play a little piano, and I've written songs on piano, and I can't play the drums, but I can do a little cajon and some bongos and some tambourine and stuff like that. So,
That's so
um,
cool.
but it's but I could never get that hand foot coordination down. I could play the bass, but if somebody tried to hire me, I wouldn't do it
Yeah,
because
that it does take a lot of coordination, the hand and foot.
yes, that's
Um,
unsung heroes. The rhythm section, the bass and the drums.
Yeah, absolutely. That I watch them every time I go to something. Hey, Edgar, how are you? And they work so hard too. And I don't know how they do it. My son is
Yeah.
drums. He's not a drummer, he doesn't. But he had a set of drums and he can really wail on it. I'm like, how do you do that with your foot and your? Yeah, I could never do that. It's like patting your head and rubbing your belly or whichever that is.
We,
I can't
we,
do them both at the same time.
one thing I've really become ever since I started recording. I mean, I always loved music and I listen to so much music, but
Right.
one of the my producer that worked on my first three records, uh, he worked with John Mayer and he told me, yeah, John Mayer's got like 10,000 songs on his iPod, and I go, really? I go, that's a lot. And
Wow.
he said, well, he just like listens to everything classic, and that's why he plays with Dead and Company. He got obsessed with the Grateful Dead, and so
Wow.
now I'll go just put streams on like mixes and on Apple Music or Accuradio, and I'll discover bands that or artists that were left under the like you didn't even know about, or just bands that you've heard about, but then you go
Right.
and explore their music, and that always lights up something in my head.
Wow. That's a way to do it. So you listen to a lot of stuff. I didn't realize he would do
I
that
look,
too. That's so
I look,
cool.
and then I look it up too all the time. I mean, um, yeah, one of the
So
guys from Stills and Crofts just passed away yesterday.
yeah, I saw that, and I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah,
I don't think it
it might,
specified when I saw it.
I think it might have been Croft, but
Oh, that's
I,
such a loss,
I,
such a
I,
shame.
I went and explored their stuff. They have some awesome rhythms and melodies and things like that. So there's always
Wow.
some, yes, always something that I'm listening to, or I mean, and I've been lucky enough with a new song I've been writing with Rick Hofield. He's originally from Los Angeles, but he's been involved in the music business for a long time. And like you said, we talked about the Nashville writers. He does the
Yes.
coastal bend. And I did a workshop one time for Corpus Christi songwriters. We were running a workshop, and you would never. I mean, I would never think. Sometimes you don't know. And I sat there with Rick, and we just started writing, and we've written about 10, 15 songs, and we're probably going to get together and write some more. And just I've built a great partnership with him. So
Yeah, and Cindy from Lady Lake said, "Shout out Rick Holfill." Is that how you say it,
yeah,
Holfill?
yeah, yes, that's
Holfill. Yes, thank you, Cindy. Thank you
from
so much.
Florida.
And she
Florida.
also said Dan Seals. I guess she's giving you some of
Dan
your.
Sills. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Working with
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Cindy. I should have looked. I saw something about it. I was just like, oh, what a waste. But I was so busy, I didn't get a chance to really go back and check it. So I just want to give a shout out real quick because I'm sorry, but I don't like to interrupt, but I'm bad about it. I want to make sure everyone um, that I acknowledge everyone. Let's see. Where did it go? Tijuana Taxi is what Jeffrey Nauman said. Now we got something special with him in a little while too. I'm
us.
not sure what that's referencing. Do you know what he's referencing to that?
I know Tijuana Brass.
Okay, I'm not
Uh,
sure. Hey, Anthony, Anthony's
Herb
on
Al-
here too. Wow, that's cool. Well, Anthony is from New York. He's in Buffalo, New York. He's a singer
oh,
songwriter as
nice.
well.
Nice.
Excellent. I mean, he's excellent. And Jeffrey Nauman. I always pronounce it wrong. He's in Honolulu, Hawaii now. He is a singer
Okay,
songwriter as
cool.
well. So I'm thrilled to have them on tonight and sharing with these cool experiences. They all belong to a songwriting group as well, and that's how I met all of them. And we've just been becoming all close, like a big family. And I'm glad that you
Yeah, yeah.
joined
It's
us.
great how everything that comes together. Speaking of Buffalo, I never made it to Buffalo, but I played in New York City a few times,
Wow!
and
Oh my gosh!
played in a little place called Montauk, New York, which was a very interesting, eclectic town. It's met a lot of cool people out there in that area, and
Wow!
Armageddon, New York. I think it's Armageddon. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of little towns in that area, and
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've
the
never been to New York. It's one of those things
well
I'd like to go just to
the
see, you know?
the funny thing about Montauk, New York, is I was watching a show with my wife called The Affair, and it was on
Oh, he's
Showtime.
in Troy. Sorry. He's in Troy,
Yeah,
New York, not Buffalo. Sorry,
Troy.
Anthony.
Okay, okay, and it was based out of Montauk. Well, and I started talking about Montauk. She said, "How do you know all this stuff?" And I told her, "I thought I told you, but it was, it. You know, I've traveled a lot around a lot too. I mean, with Jimmy, and then also on my own. And I was with my friend Mark on a East Coast tour, and we just like there's a funny thing about Montauk. There's a place called the Memory Motel, and the Stones have a song called the Memory Motel on their 1976 record Black and Blue, which uh, I think Mick had written the main idea for it out in Montauk because that's where Andy Warhol had some beach
Oh,
houses,
wow.
and he was staying with him.
That is so cool. Boy, you've got some interesting stories. I love that. I'm terrible with remembering anything. My brain is like my husband's always like, "What's wrong with your memory?" I'm like, "I have too much information in there." So you've got to play everywhere, all across the country, including New York. That's
Yeah.
so cool. Wow. What was your favorite state or place to play in? Do you have a favorite? Like, I know it's probably not a good idea to ask you that, but I'm going to anyway. Like
Well,
the
I have
best
some favorites,
places.
but I will tell you, and I'm gonna be kind of biased on this, but I love playing the Executive Surf Club here in Corpus Christi,
I
and
can see why.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I like playing Rockets. I like playing every venue I play, but
Yeah.
those two are like kind of historic in a sense where the music was built around that whole area. But I mean, I liked some of the notable places I played was the Viper Room in West Hollywood, which I guess the claim for fame is that's where River Phoenix lost his battle with drugs. I guess
Yeah.
Johnny Depp had owned it at the time, and there was a lot of crazy shenanigans going out there. I heard they're kind of sad. I heard they're gonna tear it. I heard they're closing it down or tearing it down or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen videos about that place. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
also I also played the Central Room in Seattle, Washington. That place was one of the early places where Jimi Hendrix got his start, and Nirvana and Alice in Chains and all these bands
Wow.
played out there, and that was a cool place to play. And but of course Austin, Texas is always one of my favorite. And you know what
Yeah.
I'm really digging on the Hill Country. I really love the vibe when I
They
get
yeah,
there.
it's really grown up as for a new artist out there. That's
Yeah,
what I've seen a lot of up and coming artists going out there. Not up and coming, but established as
yeah,
well. Yeah, it's
mm,
got some really cool venues out there, and there's a lot of great places in San Antonio as well.
yeah, absolutely.
Cindy said, "I know Troy." Kind of late on that. Well, oh, wait a minute. Before we go continue on, David, I think there's somebody very important we need to give a shout out to. Hi, Gilbert. Do you want to do a special shout out or shall I for your, what is a special day?
I can give it out.
Okay, go ahead if you want
Uh,
to. I don't want to put you on the
no,
spot, but
no.
I don't want you to forget.
Today's my third anniversary with my wife. We've been married 3 years,
That's so
almost
awesome.
together 5 years. So we got married in our backyard 3 years ago, and it was one of the hottest days of the year, and it was it was the best thing ever. And I lost my mom about a year ago, so I'm so glad she was able to be there. So
Oh,
I want to wish my wife a happy anniversary. People are probably thinking,
yes.
saying, "What are you doing? Why aren't you out tonight?" We went out last night. She's
Yeah,
been we've been doing a lot of stuff. She woke up really early today, so we're gonna have a little date night tomorrow night, and then
that's awesome.
this weekend we'll do something. Uh, but yeah, it was kind of funny because speaking of Cindy, she had before the pandemic hit. That's when I got married. I got married in June, so I think in the pandemic hit at the New Year in 2020
Yeah,
when it started
right
hitting.
then.
But
Yeah, because I lost my sister on New Year's Eve, and I think she had COVID right before it was really announced. Yeah, so it was about then. Yeah.
yeah, so Cindy had set up a show at a City Winery in Boston, and City Winery has a lot of venues around, like they have New York, Chicago, L.A., Atlanta, and it's really a cool eclectic place. And I ran into our local weatherman. He's our meteorologist. He's a chief meteorologist now. Alan Holt. He's a very talented drummer now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was on the plane, and we started talking, and he said, "What did you?" I go, "I got married 2 weeks ago," and he goes, "Well, I don't. If I'm not mistaken." that was the hottest day of the year. That was hot. Y'all were married outside. I said, yeah,
Yes.
it was hot.
Yeah, I know. My husband and I got married on July 2nd, and I'm like, why did we do this? The cake was, everything was just, it was so hot. But yeah, it's worth it. I agree.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah,
completely
yeah, yeah.
worth it.
And you,
Well,
and you,
gosh,
you can
happy anniversary to you too.
thank
That's
you.
awesome. That
You
is
can
so
look at it.
awesome.
You can look at it now and go, oh, that's no big deal. Now we made
No,
it.
it wasn't. Isn't that funny how after it's all over with, it's like you got through it. It doesn't matter if the cake melted. It was just, it was a great day. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations and my condolences for the loss of your mom. So
Oh, thank you.
sorry. I know
Oh
that's
yeah.
such a
Oh
tough time
yeah.
in our
That's
lives when we lose anyone we love. It's very difficult. We've talked about it a lot here on the show. Well, let's get started. Let everyone that's hear your first song. What do you say?
let's do it.
All right. So the first song that I have written down. Oh, before I do, I want to tell you, Anthony said try Cafe Lena in Saratoga, New York.
Okay.
Yeah, because Anthony plays a lot around New York, so
Okay.
he would probably. I'm sure he would know. Cindy, write that down.
I
I
I
tell everybody to write it down because
I
I'll forget.
I've been out to Saratoga. I stayed in Lake George. I played some little place. I forgot what the name of it was, but it was an open mic night. But I talked to the guy and they let me do about 5 songs. And so
Wow.
yeah, I dig. It's been a while since I've been out there, but
Yeah, no problem. Cindy, you're welcome, Cindy. Thank you. I wish I had somebody I could just say, hey, write this down. Sarah, that was on here earlier, I'm always saying, somebody remember this because I'll forget. I will forget. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get to your first song, David. The first song is called I Want to Know. Tell us a little bit about that song, what inspired you to write it, etc., before we play it, if you would.
well, I sometimes you just get these ideas in your head, and it was a different. It had a different title. Like I think it was a song called Little Secrets, and it was just like and I just kind of had written some lyrics about it, and it was about no one specifically, but I wrote some lyrics, and I came up with the idea. And when I went to L.A. in 2012 to cut it, uh, Cindy had told me, "Man, this kind of reminds me like of Rick Springfield," and I said, and then we threw a lot of stuff elements into it, where we've gotten comparisons to Springsteen, Springfield, that '80s genre, the Cars.
Yeah,
But yeah, we threw a little Moog in there. It's like kind of has that Cars vibe. And so it's like uh, I don't know. I just wrote it. I wrote the idea and then I just built from there. And so
absolutely. And I'll be honest, when I first saw your picture, you know how you make assumptions and you should never do that. I thought you played like heavy metal. I don't know why. I just thought you did. And when I heard your sound, I was like, wow. I like heavy metal too, don't get me wrong. But I did. I really did. And a lot of other people were like, oh, we don't play heavy metal. I'm like, no, no. It's definitely not heavy metal. It's a
no,
really cool sound.
I can play metal. That's
Oh,
one
I'm
thing.
sure you can.
That's one thing I started out with. But
Wow.
you, as much as if you listen to most when you listen to more stuff, you evolve. So
Yeah. Oh, I got a question before we play your first song. What grade do you teach in school?
right now, seventh and eighth, but I've taught it
Oh my
all from
gosh.
sixth grade up to seniors. So I've done
Well,
it.
I was just thinking if they know you're a musician and a singer and a songwriter, I bet you they are like freaking out that you're their teacher and you're doing all this cool stuff. I mean, my teachers never did anything like that, and I still thought they were like
Yeah.
the amazing, most amazing
Well,
people ever.
we have some kids that are just into total rock and roll and things
Yeah.
like that. I had a kid one time. I probably shouldn't say this, but I said, "Take your earbud out." He goes, "Well, I was listening to the Eagles." And I said, "Well, just do your work. Keep listening to that."
Yeah, because you could do worse. You could do worse for sure.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
That's hilarious.
yeah.
Well, let's get to this first song. This is I Want to Know by David Martinez, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you show some love. Unfortunately, they can't share hearts or anything on the restream, but they can on the Facebook and anywhere else. Make sure you like, comment, share, show some love for David. Here we go. We'll be right back.
Sometimes I walk in the rain,
When the sky's crying loud, I think of all that good love that has been in my life. And there's nothing sweeter than when it comes having you around. I live each day with your breath. Now you know why I fly. I see all the signs on the wall. I'm the one who always takes the fall. Take my time to evaluate all my taking this. It's all about the times we've had and everything that falls in between. You know I won't let you go, and I'm willing to put up a fight. And there's nothing that's gonna get in the way of us being together. See all the signs on the wall. I'm the one who always takes the fall. I wanna know, do you really love me? I wanna know, are you thinking of me? Can you live without me? I wanna know what you really want. Don't let no one bring you down. And you know I'll do the same for you. I wanna know, do you really love me? I wanna know, are you thinking of me? Can you live without me? I wanna know what you really want. I wanna know, do you really love me? I wanna know, are you thinking of me? Can you live without me? I wanna know what you really want.
Wow. Wow. I got myself muted. Make sure I'm unmuted. Can you hear me, David? Oh
Yes, I
my
can.
goodness. Okay, I can see what all the fuss is about, David. Your voice is just amazing, honestly. And that song, man, I love the sound. I really, really do. And now I do listen to a little bit of the songs before I play them on here, but I intentionally don't listen to the whole song because I want to be just as surprised as everyone else. So Anthony says, and Anthony is one of the great folks that also, I mean, he'll offer his opinion. He says, love the song. Just a suggestion, bring up the vocals. Music drowns out your voice. Otherwise, bravo. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah,
Thank you,
well,
Anthony.
that song was done. The song was done about 10 years ago. So
Yeah, yeah. Man, it's a beautiful song. Good job. Great job. Man,
yeah.
your voice is so beautiful. Honestly, I know you don't like somebody to use the word beautiful with a man, but I just
Uh,
love it. I love the way it sounds. So let's
well,
see. Let me see if I'm watching the show. Willie Mellon is on here. In fact, he's the one that
oh
recommended you to
yeah,
me.
we got to give a big shout out to Willie because I've known Willie for a long time, but I've really gotten close to him in the last few years. Now that he's retired, because he was always so busy uh,
Yes,
run, running Melon Sound or fixing equipment, including my stuff back in the day. And I'm
that's
glad
so
he's out.
beautiful.
I'm glad he's able to get out there with Stevie and have some fun. And
I know.
we got to do a show again, Willie, next time. He usually joins me at the surf club for about
Uh,
45 minutes,
I think
and
that's
the people love
yeah.
it. It's fun.
I
A lot of
know.
fun. I love it.
I know, I really love him too. He was on our show and everybody just loved him. I like his songs, how witty they are, and they're just so just down to earth. I really like them. And I
Yeah.
love Willie. He's such a great, great guy. Thanks for being here, Willie. Yeah, thanks for that shout out. And let me see, Joanne Gonzalez is watching. We have Charles Smith, Jerry Kimball Murgle. Jerry Kimball Murgle is my brother in law. Well, ex brother in law. It's a long story. But anyway, welcome everyone. So glad y'all joined us tonight. Thank you so much. So I'm here with David Martinez, and he is from Corpus Christi, Texas. I don't know if I said that. So, if for those of you who are in the Corpus Christi area, and believe me, it's worth the drive, any chance you get to go see him play, please do, because you hear right now how amazing he sounds. Where is your next show around the area going to be? Or period,
Um,
where's it going to be?
yeah, yeah. I got a Friday. I will be at Rockets on the patio,
Nice.
10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then Saturday night, I'll be at this cool little place that just got opened. Got to shout out to Roland and Rocha, old high school family from WB Ray High School. He opened a little place called the Barn and the Farm. So the
Oh,
barn sells beverages, and the farm has hamburgers, fried pickles, uh, wings, all kinds of you name it. And it's a fun family place. They have stuff for the family. I'll be doing 7 to 11 there, and of
oh
course
my
my
gosh.
cheap.
That sounds like a really, really cool place. And where's it at in Corpus, right?
Yes, it's a Corpus. It's right by the HEB on Alameda and Roberts, 4301 Alameda. And you could just look it up. The barn. It is a drive-through for like
Uh huh.
people buy alcohol and stuff like that. But he expanded on it, and he took the place next door, and he made it a restaurant, and he has a little area where people can lounge and have some drinks, enjoy some live music, have some food. The kids can come, and my
Oh
brother
man.
loves it. My brother loves it. He has a 7-year-old. Him and his wife, my sister-in-law, they live right down the street, so they'll go hang out. They'll bring all their friends, and
That's a great idea because all of our kids, my husband and our kid, they're all in Corpus, and we're always looking for some place to go. That's a really great idea. So when are you playing there again? What day? Saturday, right?
Saturday,
Okay,
Saturday, and as a matter of fact, I'll send you my schedule for the month. So it's
that'd be great. Yeah, and I'll definitely share it on my Facebook page.
okay.
So my husband is in the other room on the big screen, and he said you froze, but I'm still seeing you. So he is on the Facebook page. Is everybody else able to see David? Okay. Is he still moving? Is he still talking? Because I can see him and hear him. So I'm glad for that. Jeffrey said great on that song and sounds great. And let me tell you, Jeffrey knows great. He is great himself, honestly. Okay, good. So you can see him and hear him. I don't know what's going on with my husband's Facebook, but I'm glad everybody else can still see you. Are you still there, David? Oh,
Yes, I
you were
am.
being so still. I thought you froze again. I'm so
No,
sorry. I'm like, please don't freeze. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jeffrey, I agree. He is really, really great. Froze for a second, but now good. Okay, thank you so much, guys and gals. So let's play the next song. This one's called "I'm All Right." Tell us a little bit about that song, David.
um, that was it was kind of funny. I was I landed on some Ricky Nelson, and I was listening to some, and like I went to a garden party, reminisce with my old friends, and I kind of came up with this idea, and I've done it on a song before, but I kind of did the train beat, and uh, I basically took the premise of two people being together, two people they were broken up, and then they both moved on with their lives, and I call it Cindy actually gave it and coined it my Ricky Nelson song, so
Oh,
that was pretty
nice. It's going to be good though. So it's about recovering from a heartbreak, basically, right? And how you've moved
well.
on with
Yeah,
your
yeah,
life.
it's recovering. Yeah, both of you. It's like both of you moving on
Yeah,
with your life.
absolutely. Because it takes a
I
while sometimes. Sometimes you
I had
never
an
do
initial,
fully recover.
yeah, I had initially wrote that song. I was going to give it to somebody to sing, and I just decided to record it myself. And so I was like,
Yeah,
but
I'm
there's a
glad
lot
you
of
did. I'm glad
there's
you
a lot of
did. Absolutely. Well, let's hear it. This is "I'm All Right." Make sure y'all go check him out on all music streaming platforms. David Martinez. Okay, here we go. I'm all right. Here you go.
I
my gosh. I don't know. I like that one even better than the first one. Honestly, I love that. It's so upbeat and motivate. It just makes you want to dance, but yet it's about a very hard subject, but it's putting it in a light way. Like, I'm all right now. I love that. I really do. We need more positivity out there. I want to read to you what Jeffrey wrote, and I saw something really cool that Cindy wrote. Jeffrey said, "Hello, Mary Lou, big Ricky Nelson fan." And then he said, "Chillin' rockabilly. I could hear Robert Plant and Alison Krauss doing this one. Fits right in with what they are doing now." I
Oh, that
agree. I Yeah.
they got a new record out too, which is I've gotten to hear a little bit of it, but I haven't had a chance to hear it like I heard the first one. So and
Wow. Well,
I really love the way Robert, because I'm a big Robert Plant fan, so it's like I love the way I mean, most people know him for Led Zeppelin, but he's so much more than that.
wow, that is so cool. Well, I love the way that sounds. Let me see. I want to read what Cindy said. She said nominated for a KCMI Radio Country Award for this song. What?
Yeah,
That's huge.
she's done a. I gotta send a big shout out for Cindy. She's put me in position with a lot of different things. So
That's so
that's one
great.
of them. That's one of them right there.
Wow, let me show you. Um, she said, "I agree, love them." I'm gonna put that about the award on the screen, just in case we need it, okay? Because a lot of people may not be able to hear us. We want to make sure that they can see it.
Mm,
So there we go. That's a big accomplishment. Congratulations. Rightly, I
thank
mean,
you.
well earned, well earned. I could see why you were nominated for that. That's a great song. I love the sound of it, the vibe of it. Like Jeffrey said, a rockabilly. It's just got a great feel to it. So, are you ready to tell us about your next song? It's called "What You Need."
All right, this is kind of like this is kind of a this was a cool song. This was my first record. That's when I went to LA in 2007 and I
Wow.
recorded. And I was lucky enough. Adam McDougal used to play for the Black Crows, and um, we were hanging out at the Echo in Los Angeles, and I said, "This is all I have in my budget. You think you can play on this record?" And we did a little, I said because like I said, I'm a big Lenny Kravitz fan, so this is kind of like my little like play that funky music and stuff like that, like um, and I said, "Can you play on? You
Yeah.
think you can play on this record, or at least?" And he said, "You know what? I'll play on this record. Just have a case of beer for me in the fridge every day."
Are
We went
you
over 2 days.
serious?
Yeah, and
Oh my God.
this song was a lot of fun to record. I mean, it was pretty challenging at first because uh, I thought I knew a lot about about Stevie Wonder and stuff like that, because I would listen to
Right?
it, but I always knew it was like, producer was like, "Hey, there's a vibe." Like you're walking down, go, "Hey, man, what's up, man?" It's like, and it was kind of like we were able to finally we were able to craft it to the way we wanted. And the guy playing the keys, he used to play with the Black Crows. His name's Adam McDougal, so he really
Oh
lent
my
his
gosh.
organ on that. It was a lot. It's like a party. It's totally a party song. Like
Yeah.
so,
Wow.
yeah,
Well, several things. The fact that you get to go to LA, you've been able to go to LA to do your
yeah,
recording. That's
yeah, but
something that a lot of people can't do. So that's an
yeah.
amazing accomplishment.
Well,
And to
and the
have
thing
somebody
is,
that played with the Black Rose is like,
yeah.
what?
Well, the thing is too, it was also like going to school because, like I said, and we'll talk about that later. Recording here with Mason, I think it was kind of funny the way he said, "You've done a lot, I've done a lot," but we've also matured as artists, and working in the studio. And he goes, and he said maybe it wasn't time for us to work together back then,
Yeah.
but now with the new track, we were able to, I think with both our experiences, especially, him coming a long way from, I mean, him coming a long way, me coming a long way, I think we were able to put something together. So, yeah, I look at those times in LA. I mean, I was pretty green on this record. So, I mean, there
Wow.
was a lot of, but it's like going to school. You learn, and you gotta learn from it, and you gotta.
Wow, that is awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear it. This is going to be great. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is, make sure I get the right, "What You Need" is the title of the right? No,
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
yes,
Yes,
what
"What
you
You Need."
need.
I'm sorry. I'm making sure I get the right one. I don't want to give you the wrong one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is "What You Need" by David Martinez. Check it out. Here we go.
You gotta find it for yourself. So close your eyes, you gotta go out there, you gotta free your mind. And then you'll see the light. Come on! What you need is something I can't give you. You gotta find it for yourself. So close your eyes, you gotta go out there, you gotta free your mind. And then you'll see the light. And then you'll see the light. And then you'll see the
Wow, I like that. Cindy put play that funky music. Yeah, that is so cool. I like that. It's like a completely different sound, but I love the lyrics too. I'm more of a big lyric person, and I'm listening to the
That was
lyrics.
more of a that was taken from a conversation I had with a friend of mine, and back in the day, I remember she was saying something about her boyfriend, but it was like one of those situations where they keep going back and they can, and
Yeah,
I said, "What you need is something I can't give you," and I kind of built it from there.
that is a good. It's a really well written. I like that, and it's inspirational too. Just telling people to get up. Come on, you got to do it for yourself. My husband in the other room said, "Man, I really like that one." Let me see here. Jeff said, "Funky vibe. I feel the L.A. in there. I recorded 2 tracks in Los Angeles, and the pick. Hold on, let me put it over here. And this picks up where my
With it,
experience leaves off. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, very
yeah,
cool.
yeah, I'm a big fan of theirs as well. So,
Yes, and my husband. Let's see who this is. This is Rick Holland. I like to make sure we read all
Hopeful,
the. This is.
hopeful,
I'm sorry, hopeful. I looked at it wrong. I'm sorry. This
yeah,
is one of my favorite David Martinez songs. You know what? I don't know. It's gonna. David, you're making it impossible. I should never choose anyway. But
he's the co-writer. He's the co-writer of the new song. That's Rick.
yes. Oh, that's cool. That is so cool. So he's the co-writer on that one. I'm so sorry. I
No,
missed
no,
that.
no, on the new one, not that
Oh,
one.
okay. Okay, so that's Rick Hof. How do you say it? Hopeful? Hoffel.
Hopeful.
Hope. I'm sorry, Rick. I'm so sorry, Rick. Man,
No,
I can't
I
wait to
wrote
hear it.
that one. That what you need. That was one that was credited to me solely. But I'm working more with I work with Rick now, so I try to do a lot more co-writing because I like a different perspective. I don't. Uh, with Rick, he's able. With one thing about working with Rick is he's able to take what I give him, and we're able to build. We both feed off each other, and
Yes.
he's definitely a wordsmith, and he's a very intellectual guy, very smart guy. So it's he knows how to write a song. So
Wow, that is so awesome. And when you find somebody that you click with and you can feed off each other like that, that's just gold. It really is. So Cindy said winner Pure Magazine US Artist of the Year. Was
Pure
that
M,
you,
yeah,
David?
yeah, that
Or
one
him?
won the Pure M. Yeah, that one was a winner for the Pure M magazine.
Wow. Oh my God, I can see why. I really like it. I'm telling you, you're making this impossible for me, David. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Great song. Bravo. Great groove. Melba says hello. Cindy
Oh,
says hi, Rick. So I'm making sure we get all those. Wow. Thank you for everyone interacting with us. We appreciate that. And that's what we want. David, everybody's loving it. I mean, you already know that. I bet you get a big response to all of your songs. Is there a certain, I think I know the answer to this, but is there like a certain one? Hi, Sylvia, that people, when you're out playing it live, people just go, man, you see them out there singing along, or do you see that with almost all your songs already?
well, I mean, it just varies, but I mean, because there's still a lot of people who don't know a lot of my music, but there's some people who the next song you're gonna play, "Hey Mary," that's a lot of people go, "Hey, have you played Hey Mary yet? Have you played?"
Right. That's what I did. I was going to say it. And then I was like, no, because you said
Uh,
that's like one of
yeah,
everyone's favorites.
yeah, it was kind of interesting because I did a I did a showcase at South by Southwest at the old Momos, and we were working with Planet LA and we worked with a bunch of bands from all over the country, and the LA group were the one. It was on a compilation record, a CD, and all the LA bands, and they were really good bands too. It was such an honor.
Yeah.
All the bands I played with, they were all singing that song. It was back in 2011 because I recorded it in 2010.
Wow.
I released it as a standalone single, and it's a pretty dark song. A lot of people don't think it is because
Okay.
it is. The way I came up with the idea, I was recording the first record, and my producer used to have a studio right there on Hollywood and Cahuenga. It's an old savings and trust building. There's a lot of history out there, and in Cahuenga there was a Greyhound bus terminal, and I would see people walking out of there, and I thought I was watching a movie every time I saw it, because it looked like these people came with nowhere to go. And I was like, I said, "Hey, Mary ran away today. She took a bus from Alabama all the way to LA." And I just wrote that line down.
So that's cool. Just from people watching. And that's really cool when you come up with lines like that, just watching people. Wow, I like that.
So the producer was Leroy Miller, and he's done a lot of stuff in the business. And when he moved out to Nashville, and I said, I got this idea. I've been playing it live. I've been testing it out live, but I go, it's just not happening. And I go, it's not. I want to kind of. So I said, since you live out in LA, and and all the stuff you hear about it. I mean, California is beautiful, but there's a lot that they don't call it the Hollywood, the Boulevard of Broken Dreams for nothing. And that's when I we started writing a song about a girl who came to LA, had a hard time, and trying to make her way, and like a lot of people do, and we kind of pushed the envelope a little bit with it, but we just like we went with it. And I said, when we were thinking, because I had the idea, and I said, and at first I was thinking kind of like a Leonard Skinner type thing, and he goes,
yeah,
well, why don't we do something more, he goes, help me think. And I said, so I started thinking about, like we started thinking about Beck and Cake, the band Cake, and just kind of like that 90s thing, the 90s alternative. And
wow,
we kind of went like with a beat. We did a click track beat, kind of like Beck. Beck does a lot, but Beck does a lot of, and stuff like that. So
wow. Well, I can see. I bet you people here are going to just freak out over this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I will tell you the funny thing. When I and like I said, I had so what was the craziest thing is when we heard the track, I was on the plane going to Nashville to record this, and I said, man, I was listening to my iPod at the time.
It's been a while. Yeah. You look too young to have even had an iPod. Go ahead.
I'm not. Lou Reed's "Walk on the Wild Side" came on.
Oh.
And then I was talking to Leroy about it. He goes, hey man, I was thinking about this. I was thinking Lou Reed "Walk on the Wild Side." I said, did you read my mind or something? Because I had that same idea.
He said that to you before you even said it to him.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a connection for you there.
And I was just like, okay.
He was hearing the same thing you heard. Wow, that's amazing.
Well, just kind of like telling it, like he talks about the story. Holly moved from Miami, FLA. It's like we'll take a walk on the wild side. And it was,
my gosh.
So it was like, but it's not. We didn't use any of the same. We just kind of used the inspiration, the vibe of
right
telling a story about
Wow, I can't wait to hear the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Now that we know the whole story, it makes it even more special. So let's get to it. This is called Hey Mary by David Martinez. Make sure I don't mess up anything. Okay, here we go.
Tough, and the love she got was never enough. Living at home, she always felt out of place, so she packed her drink in her old suitcase. As she walked out the front door, the life she knew would be no more. Like a cyclone, out of control, she took a step into the unknown. Ain't never been sweatshirt Mary had was something fresh. Until he turned her out to this John named Phil. He locked her up in his house on the hill. His fairy tale had yet to discover. You can't always judge a book by its cover. The final chapter in this tragic story. She took a bus from Alabama all the way to LA. Small town girl with a big city dream. Nothing else matters, so we can sing. Hey, now there's a price to pay. What she gonna own on Judgment Day? Thought I'd get back, but you throw it all away. But could never follow through. Now she's back on the streets, cause it's all she ever knew. When she looks in the mirror, she feels so ashamed. But there's only really one person to blame. All she ever wanted was to be loved. Marry a tragedy, fit like a glove. Like Peggy Ann Twistle back in 32. She's better away like a bird she flew. Hey, never been waiting to take. There's a fucking Alabama all the way to LA. Small town girl with a big city. Nothing else matters, so it seems. Hey, there's a price to pay. What you gonna own on Judgment Day? Thought I'd get back, but you throw it all away. Oh God, hey, there's a way to take. She took a bus from Alabama all the way to LA. Small town girl with a big city dream. Nothing else matters, so it seems. Hey, there's a price to pay. What you gonna own on Judgment Day? I get back what you throw it all away. Hey, Mary ran away to take. She took a bus from Alabama all the way to LA. Thank y'all so much.
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, David.
That was a
Jeez,
live.
you were.
That
Yes,
was a
that
live
was
version
live.
of Executive Surf Club. Yeah, there's
Oh
a
my
studio track for it,
goodness.
by the way. But that I like playing it live.
I can see why. Man, that is
Yeah.
a great song. Rick said capital T for true top talent. Jeffrey said great bar tune. And then he said Sean Mullins Lullaby. Got some
Yeah,
Weezer too. Yeah, Southern Fried
yeah.
Weezer. I love it.
Sean Mullins. It reminded me a lot of that because he told a story too, like of Los Angeles. I had listened to Sean Mullins is also very talented. He has a lot of other songs out as well. But yeah, I'm a big Weezer fan too. So Southern Fried Weezer, I like that. I'm gonna steal that idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that is so great. And Jeffrey also said, this is exactly what you want to hear on a Saturday night down at the Borrowed Money. I guess that's a someplace. I'm not sure where that is. Borrowed Money? Where's that? Is that in LA, Jeffrey? I don't know. I guess that's what he's talking about. Man, you get some great responses for this song. I agree. I can see why it's your favorite. Everybody's favorite. I mean, God, it just sounds, you are so talented, David. My goodness. Gosh, I can see why you've been nominated for awards, why you've won awards, why you're playing so many places. Oh, it's a club in Dallas, Jeffrey said. So maybe you should go check that out. The Borrowed Money in Dallas, Texas. Cindy,
Well,
did you hear that?
now that the pandemic's really cleared up, it's the last place I played. I'm wearing this Lukenbach shirt. I played in Lukenbach
Oh,
with a
yeah.
songwriter pickers out there. Willie Mellon's done it as well. It's a lot
That's
of fun.
so cool.
I've picked up gigs doing those kinds of shows. Uh, my good friend Stephen K. Morris. At first, I didn't know him. He was hosting the pickers, and he goes, "Hey man, you want to come and play some lead guitar for me?" I'm not really a lead guitar player. He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You come down. I got a harmonica player, and I can't pronounce his name. His name's Jimmy, and he had this big set of harmonicas." And I said, "Wow, this guy knows his craft." And I was talking to him.
Yeah.
He goes, "I really don't like to travel," but he was Travis Tritt's harmonica player for a little
What?
over. Yeah, Jimmy
That's
lives.
pretty huge.
Yeah, Jimmy lives in yeah, exactly. Jimmy lives in the hill country. He said he didn't like to travel and play too much. That was his life for a long time. But he plays all around the area, and he's very talented. He's also a singer songwriter as well. So,
That is so
but
awesome. Well, I see someone new just joined us, Anthony Rivera. Do you know him?
I can't recall.
Okay, well, you should get to know him. Cindy, write his name down. He's got a place out in oh my god, I forgot the name of it. Out by the lake, a big place, and
Oh,
he's always getting up in big bands. He's gotten some really big bands out there, and you do great out there. He's got a really
nice.
great location called the 534 Club. It's in
Oh,
Sandia,
cool.
Texas. You know where that is? Are you
Okay.
familiar with it? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not too far from you. He's just
Yeah,
a
no,
great guy. We also know him because we do a karaoke show for him out there every other week. So,
my
and he's
in-laws,
just a wonderful guy.
like I said, my in-laws live over there in San Patricio. So,
Nice. Well, Anthony,
yeah,
this
so
is David Martinez. He's from Corpus Christi. He plays all around the coastal bend. I'm glad you're here, Anthony. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe you could check it out. Maybe he could get you in over there because we would love to go
yeah,
watch you over there too. Because, like I said, we're there every other week anyway. Yeah, it's a nice venue. It
there-
really is. Yeah, absolutely, man. You are. I could see you were in high demand, and I was going to say the East of the Crow band. They've been on our show, and they're just great guys. They play at
mhm.
Executive Surf Club a lot too, and they love it out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, they do.
It's
Yeah,
like the
they
place to go. So if any of you that are watching ever get a chance to come play, Jeffrey, if you get a chance to get over here and play at the Executive Surf Club, it really is it's a cool venue, isn't it?
Yeah,
I liked
it's
it. I
also
really liked it.
pretty historic out there too. They've got
Yeah, absolutely.
that's where I think that's where Robert Earl Keen and Randy Rogers and Roger Krager, all those guys got their start playing
Wow.
there here at Corpus, and now they're huge.
Big. Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that something that they got their start in Corpus? That's so cool, I think. Well, just like
Well,
you got your start in
yeah,
Corpus, and look
yeah,
at you now. I think.
yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. I haven't traveled much. It was like it's always like, remember, it's either hot or cold this pandemic, and it's like.
I
But
know.
I did the last show. The last show I did was in Boston, like I said, for Cindy at City Winery. She put a little
Wow.
showcase together. It was such a cool venue, and but I like doing a lot of regional stuff, and I like getting out every once in a while. So it's I'm always looking down to go play. New places. I forgot who said that. New places, new faces.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's good because even if you're just going a little bit out of the from where you were,
Mhm.
you're going to meet a whole
Yeah,
different demographic of people. And
yeah,
that's why I
yeah.
recommended Anthony because I'm always trying to find acts to go to his place or recommend his place because I really love it out there. It's got a big venue, a big stage, and I could just hear it. Man, you'd really bring it. It would be so great. It really would. And it's out in the country, so it's just cool out there. I like it. So I'll definitely when I get a chance, I'll talk to him too and say, hey, check out David Martinez in case he's not on or something. So
Yeah.
so this is Jeffrey. Jeffrey said when I get to Texas again, Beaver will be my first live gig. Then I got to get to CC to see David. Yes, absolutely, Jeffrey. Absolutely. I hope
Sure,
you will
come
make
out.
Bevo your first gig. I hope to have Jeffrey and you as well, David, if you're available to come on the radio show and play some
Absolutely,
stuff live acoustic. We'd love to have you.
absolutely,
I love
absolutely.
yeah, I love doing that. We do Carolyn's Corner here in Beeville. It's a small station, but it can be streamed from everywhere, and we stream it on Facebook Live as well. So we have
Oh
a
yeah.
blast doing that. Yeah, so we'll set that up. But we do have one more song, and I'm super excited about this last one because this is the big. What is it? You tell them about it. Tell them all about this one.
Well, it's called Fast and Hard, and I was like I said, I was Rick Hofield, who's on here. We had found some magic together, and we were so I had come up with a demo, and I said, and I remember I played for Cindy. I said, I like this vibe. I want to do something with it. She goes, it reminds me of Springfield. So I sent it to
Yeah.
Rick, and Rick goes, "Well, I came up with an idea for that Springfield song, the Springsteen song." And I said Springfield. And he goes, "Oh," and I go, "Okay." I said, "Well," and he goes, "Well, okay. I guess we have to rewrite it." I go, "Now let me see what you got." So we came up with a premise of two people fall in love at a Springsteen concert, and then we just kind of layered the chorus with Bruce Springsteen titles. Like
Love it.
we fell fast, we fell hard, we were dancing in the dark. We were
So
blinded by the
clever.
light. A lot of people don't know that Bruce Springsteen wrote "Blinded by the Light."
That
Uh,
song, which Blinded by the Light? The popular Blinded by the Light?
well, yeah,
Blinded by the Light. That one?
it's on his first record, but it's a little more folky.
Well, I
Kind of
did
the
not
way
know that either. See, I'm learning all kinds of stuff.
farmers, mad drummers, Indians in the summer, teenage
Wow.
mad. There's even
Oh my
I'll see if I can
gosh.
find a little. I'll see if I can find a little place where he sends the where he talks about it. He says I think he said I recorded this for my. He goes, but Manfred Mann had a #1 hit. He goes, but I always found it crazy because I always said wrapped up like a deuce in the middle of the night, and they sound like they're singing about a feminine product.
Yeah, I know it. I always thought that too.
Yeah,
I did, honestly.
but you know what, that Manfred Mann version is. Ooh, you could tell why it's #1. But anyway, we just kind of did it, and then, I finally I got down to recording, and I just released it about a month and a half ago. We did kind of a soft release, and then we pushed it. Cindy's been pushing it. Thank you, Cindy, for pushing it
Yes, thank you,
all over the
Cindy.
place. And
She
I
sounds
think,
amazing. That's awesome. Cut loose like a deuce and wrapped up like a douche.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Oh my gosh.
so I thought to myself. So the thing is, I had been talking to Mason Shirley out there, some in Skidmore. So he's got a beautiful studio, and like I
I'm gonna have
told
to
you,
go check it out,
yeah,
Mason, if he's on here.
absolutely, absolutely.
You're right
And the
down the
cool,
road from me. Oh my God.
and the cool thing about the Sound Machine Studio is he has a studio, and he built a cabin out there. So I said, this is kind of like Willie's place, man, where
Yeah.
you come record, bands can come record, they can stay, they can, a solo artist, whatever. And he's very busy, and I'm glad to see that because he's so freaking talented, and the
Yeah.
musicians and the mixers and everybody. I mean, you can work with your own people, but he has his guys, and I decided to use his guys on this, and I can tell you I wasn't disappointed. And I said I kind of want that, man. I said I'm thinking like Born to Run, Born in the USA. I'm
Yeah.
thinking that I'm thinking that kind of vibe, and I and I and and I kind of want to do a sax. I want to have sax in it, just like, and
Yeah.
it was. So he said he started listening to a lot of Bruce Springsteen, and he just want that sonic feeling. And we went in, and I sent him a demo, and he built a track from there. And of course,
Wow.
we built a demo, and I was like, when I heard it, I was like, okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
He,
And
he like he tapped in exactly what you wanted. Wow, that's so
yeah, and
cool.
and it was, and we had Chris Ritas play drums. He's a tremendous talent. We had Steven Hansen do the backup vocals, and of course Mason played guitars and all that. He lent his talent on everything.
Wow.
He engineered and mixed it, and he produced it, engineered and mixed it, and then also we had a guy named Bobby Salazar. He's tremendous. He plays with a lot of bands right now. He does a lot of freelance work, but he's playing with a bigger band. I can't remember their name, but anyway, he played sax, and he really brought that East Street thing, and
Oh
I was,
man, I know that's got to add to it like crazy. Make
yeah.
it just even more special.
Yeah, and the one thing is too, like he when he brought it in, it was it just I sent it to Cindy, because I kept going back and forth with her, and she was like, okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And I will put it this way, he did exceed my expectations. I mean, I expected him to be great, to do a great job, but he did. I think this work is just shows the growth from the stuff I did in LA.
Yeah, Cindy said this is our best yet. Wow.
And then and then working with Rick Hofield, on on the layering of the lyrics and everything. And I even sent the demo. I said, and he gave his take. Hey, we got to work on this and this, and it's like, okay, cool. And I went in, and I think we got it down at the end. So yeah, Bobby plays in it. Bobby's playing with some guys named Audit, a band called the Audit Empire. They're a great band, and he played the sax. And it was so funny because Mason goes, I didn't really know about the saxophone at first, but now I hear it, and now I see it. I sent him some Springsteen tunes, and
Right.
I see it now. I see it, and he goes,
He got
and
what you wanted. Wow, that's so yeah. Cindy said Rick is so talented. I'm just trying to
oh yeah,
make sure I don't miss any of these
yeah, it's
comments.
just tremendously talented. It's tremendously.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to hear this. This is going to be exceptional. I mean, your others are so amazing. I can't imagine it getting any better, but I can't wait to hear it. This is called Fast and Hard. Folks, I want you to write down his name, David Martinez. And he's going to send me where he's going to be playing at. We're going to tell you where you can get all of his music here in just a minute. Please write his name down. You're not going to want to forget this guy. Great guy, David Martinez. Here we go. This is Fast and Hard. Let me make sure I go to the right spot, click the right video. You ready, David? Here we go.
On our feet when the music began, singing along, clapping our hands, swaying around and doing our dance. You and I were there, drinking wine, Springsteen concert, hot summer night, your mini skirt with your low neckline. We fell fast and we fell hard, we were dancing in the dark, we were blinded by the light. Turn me on, I'm on fire, too hungry, I fell fast, fast and hard. When the music ended, we sat, talked for a while, and we laughed. I knew I had to take a chance before I could use my best line. You already knew what was on my mind. It's either your place or mine. We fell fast and we fell hard. We were dancing in the dark. We were blinded by the light. Turn me on, I'm on fire. Too hungry, I fell fast. Fast and hard. Oh baby, we fell fast and we fell hard. Wild child, you were born to run. These glory days are far from done. We fell fast and we fell hard. We were dancing in the dark. We were blinded by the light. Turn me on, I'm on fire. Too hungry, I fell fast, fell fast, fell fast. We fell fast, we fell hard. We were dancing in the dark. We were blinded by the light. Turn me on, I'm on fire. Too hungry,
Oh my gosh, David. Everybody's going crazy with these comments. I don't know if you saw it, but golly.
Yeah,
First of all, oh
yeah,
man, did you see what Jeffrey wrote? He's putting it on his page too, because we got a little surprise after our interview here. And that is a big deal to have Jeffrey pairing it on his page because he
yeah.
has a lot of connections in the music industry. Let me tell you a lot, David. That's great. Thank you for doing that, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. And people are just loving it. My husband said best song yet. I don't even and I'm trying to figure
Hey,
out how to. So great. And I saw
yeah,
that you are, let's see, where did it go? Eddie and the Cruisers. This is charting on indie radio in the UK
oh,
and Australia. That's what Cindy said. That's
yeah.
amazing, David. You need to get it here. You need to get
Eddie and
charting
the
here.
Crew. Yeah, well, we're working on that as well.
I
So
know. It's not as easy. It's easier said than done, isn't it?
yeah, big
For
time.
sure. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie and the Cruisers. That's I grew up watching that movie, so that's John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. John Cafferty is one of the unsung heroes in rock and roll. That's a lot of people took Eddie and the Cruisers. They think it's Michael Paré, but it's really John Cafferty, who's an amazing artist.
Wow. Well, Jeffrey said vocals are a notch better too. And he said, I really think Rick Springfield would cut this if he got a hold of it. You know what?
Well,
I
we'll
have to
see.
agree with that. I mean, I don't know if you're interested in trying to get someone else to cut it, but oh
Oh,
my, I mean, you,
always.
God, you do such a great job,
I,
honestly.
I I have no problem with anybody cutting anything I do.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, I tell you right now, by playing on his station as well, that's going to help you. It really will. And I wish nothing but the best for you. My God, honestly, you are so talented, David. And I can see why you've been doing it for so many years. Your sound is just so cool. I mean, I can't even. It's something that I could sit and listen to all night, and I really mean that. Tell everybody where they can find your music. I want to make sure that you get that in as much as you want to tell them about that.
Okay, yeah. Apple Music. I'm on there. I have my own station now. It's my own. Uh, I have my own thing on there now. You'll find it under David Martinez, but you'll see my face pop up big, and it
Wow.
has all my it has catalog. And then of course I'm on Spotify. I put Fast and Hard in to any one of these
I
Spotify,
know. I saw
Deezer.
it on a lot of places. I was like, wow. And it's that picture that we put up, that
Yeah,
black and white picture. Yeah.
yeah. My wife in the glasses. It was kind of Cindy's suggestion because I took a picture and my wife ended up on my if you could look right there that my brother actually drew it too. Uh, it's the background of me, but yeah, it was kind of and I ever since I've been with her too. As again it's our anniversary today. I've been on a
So
big
great.
high, so I think we didn't fall in love at a Bruce Springsteen concert, but I think a lot of it had to do with just uh, feeling that same feeling, like
Yeah.
that comes out of. So and of course Rick, the way he helped me layer everything out, and we just go back. I mean, it's been a work in progress too. We've refined a lot of stuff on it, and Rick's always. I mean, we will go back and listen to some stuff, but I'm looking at some new stuff that we've done. I got a new song that I'll give to you here once you
Yes,
release
please
it here
do.
next month. And
I will share it everywhere. I know Jeffrey will too. We all will, if you want us to, of course. That's all.
absolutely,
That is great. Now, Jeffrey said Apple channel. I don't know if that's where he's available, or are you on Apple as well?
yeah,
Are you
I'm
on
on
Apple?
Apple.
You're on
Yeah, I'm
Apple
on
Music?
Apple.
Okay, good. So you're probably all around. You're pretty much everywhere, aren't you?
Pretty much,
Any
yeah.
music streaming
Mhm.
platform. Okay, and it's David Martinez. And to make
Yeah.
sure, when they type that in, you're the only one that comes up, or are there others? Is there something
There's
special they need to?
other there's others, but I've got the separations done on Apple Music, Spotify,
Great.
Pandora, and if they type in the new song "Fast and Hard" or "Hey Mary," they'll find
Then
my
they'll
stuff.
definitely land on the right spot, won't they? And
Absolutely.
that reminds me, make sure when you go to stream it that you follow David. He needs more. We all need more followers. That reminds me, follow us when you go on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to David, subscribe to us, subscribe to Jeffrey. So just subscribe. Just tap 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 tap. Just tap away. Subscribe to everybody. So we can find your music anywhere, and you're going to send me your next gigs. I mean, your excuse me, your shows that you have coming up.
I
So you
just shot.
have
I
one
just shot.
Saturday.
I just shot you a text.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. You know well, you don't know, but my memory is very, very bad. So Saturday you're playing at the Barn and Farm place, which is really cool. I wish I could
Barn.
go. Was it called Barn and Farm or Barn and?
It's called the barn, but they have the farm there too. The
Oh,
barn.
sound like an idiot. I'm like the Barn and Farm. No, it's not Barn and Farm.
Yeah.
That is so cool. That's at 4301 Alameda, and that I love the idea that you can take your kids over there. We're
Oh
going to
yeah.
be we're going to be out of town this week, and otherwise I would go, and I really would. I'm like but I'm going to catch you for sure, for
And
sure.
I love the owner there, Roland. He's a total surfer guy. You know, he's actually sits on the board for I think it's a Surf Riders Foundation now, which is pretty cool. You know, he's doing some good work out there too in the community for bug days and all that. So, and also, you know, him and his family they put 150 hours a week on that place.
Oh my gosh,
I might be exaggerating, but
probably not.
they
Probably
work.
not.
They work hard, and it shows. You can see it's a labor of love out there. And
Yes.
I'll be at Rockets Patio Friday night. So that they
Friday
always have a
night.
band inside, and then they have acoustic or duos on the outside. So I'll be doing acoustic.
Wow. So if you probably could get gigs every night if you really wanted to. I mean, as good as you are, I don't see you ever having a problem finding a gig. Like
I used to fill up my calendar, but you know I like spending time with my wife, and you know
Absolutely.
and, you know, also having a full job teaching too.
I
gotta
know.
focus on that
So
too.
now, but during the summer, I guess you get to spend more time with your wife, and for your music, you really get to
Yeah,
really dig in.
absolutely.
That's the great thing about being a teacher. I'm sure you have the whole summer off, so that's wonderful. So you picked the perfect profession. Did the profession pick you, or did you pick it? Did you kind of say years ago, did you want to go to school to be like a song, a musician or anything to music school, or did you want to be a teacher? I mean, I don't know how to word
Yeah,
that, but
well, you know what? I didn't want to go to school to be a music teacher. That never crossed my mind, but I kind of like what you said right there. I think it picked me
yeah.
because, but the biggest thing about being a teacher too, I mean, having been in it 22 years, is like
Wow, I can't believe that you look so young, David. Oh my gosh.
I've run into so many kids, and well, they're not kids anymore, and
Yeah.
and for the most part, they tend to find their way and do better for themselves, and
Thank God.
but I don't, this is one of the coolest ones. I can't remember his name, but I was at HEB and he said, "Martinez, you never age." And I said, "So where do I know you from?" He goes, "I was in your class at King." He goes, "It was when 9/11 happened." He goes, and I said, "Oh yeah, that day sucked." And he goes, "Yeah, but you sat us down and you talked to all of us, and you said, you know, and it inspired me to join the military." And I was like, "Oh."
Wow.
I go, "But you couldn't at that time because you were a freshman." He goes, "I know, I went down." And he goes, "They told me to come back
Oh,
years later." And he goes, and so those are the kinds of things, you know, that
yeah.
teaching is like. It's kind of like it's kind of like, you know, I was telling my wife, I was like, I got all these great kids that I've taught over the years, and they've gone to do good things for themselves, you know. And I always try to give them that, um, you know,
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
yeah. But yeah, I could go on and on about that, but you know, you know,
Wow. I can just imagine the lives that you've changed. I've got something real quick I have to do because if I don't do this, I'm going to be the worst grandmother in history. I'm going to call my grandson in here real quick so he can say hello.
Okay.
But I can just imagine the lives that you've changed. Honestly, these kids, because I mean, teachers are such a huge influence in a child's life. I don't think teachers sometimes they don't get the recognition they deserve. My family, a lot of teachers are in my family, my ex-husband's family, and it's a very important profession. Okay, come here and say hi real quick. Sorry.
Hi.
This is my grandson Spencer here. Come over here,
Hello,
Spencer.
Spencer.
Okay, just for real quick. Okay, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hello, Spencer.
All right, I'll give you the secret signal in a minute. Okay, go back into with Grandpa, okay? Thank you, baby. Go back. Not right now. Oh, gosh. He's only 5. He's visiting Grandma and Grandpa. The fact that he's...
You know what's kind of crazy is one of my old friends, we're still great friends, but he lives in Arkansas. James Spencer was one of my best friends. He was my first songwriting partner back when we were
What?
15,
Oh, my
16 years
gosh.
old.
That is so awesome. Wow. Yeah, and Spencer's not a real common name. So yeah, not I don't think so anyway. I haven't heard
Yeah.
that many Spencers. You hear of a lot of other names, but Spencer is a very, very rare name, I think.
Yeah.
Man, David, it has been a joy having you on. It really has.
I've
Um,
enjoyed it.
oh, I'm so glad you joined us. And I want to encourage you to please, if you have any new singles, any premieres of anything coming out, let us know. We'd love to have you back.
Well, you'll
Um,
premiere. You'll be one of the premieres. We'll
Yes,
have,
absolutely. Who was it that said that? The East and the Crows gave us a song. We're the premiere,
there you
and we
go.
played it on the radio show. And I'm going to be getting with you as well to come on the show, the radio show, if you'd like. I'd love for you to come on and play a little acoustic jam for
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
God, it's like my heart just smiles because I love music. I wish I was a musician more. You're welcome, Cindy. And Cindy, I'm looking forward. Maybe you can give me some advice because I know you've been doing this a long time, and I'm trying to help promote people as well as much as I can. As much as I can. It's a learning process, but I just love music so much, and I know how hard it is being an indie artist. It's
Mhm.
very hard to try to get your songs out there, whether you're just a songwriter like me or a singer and performer like you. And you've really paved the way for a lot of people. And Jeffrey just said he would have thought you were 26, and I
Yeah.
swear that's about the age I was thinking, for real, David. I don't think you did age. I don't know. I'm like, how could you have taught 20? How long did you say? 22 years.
20, going on 23 now.
That is crazy. Yes, Cindy, thank you. Yeah, honestly, you would have been a little baby. That seems impossible to me because you really do look very, very young. I've got some very special things to do real quick or tonight before we leave. And I'd love for you to stick around if you want. I'm very thrilled to say that we have gotten our first Carolyn's Corner Live sponsor, and it's a place here in Beeville. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's another great excuse me, called Scores Bar and Grill. Have you heard of that, David?
I think I might have played there. Has it been around for a while? Or
Yeah, it's been around a while, like 14 years. They just celebrated their anniversary.
okay, I might have played there.
Yeah, you probably did. So
Yeah,
they're our new Carolyn's Corner Live sponsor,
there
which
you
is
go.
thrilling to me. I'm very thrilled about that. And we're always on the lookout for more sponsors. So if anybody is interested, please reach out to me. We need more. I'm going to squeeze you in. I don't care what I got to do. So let me play their little ad real quick. Okay, David?
Gotcha.
Do you need to go or do you want to hang out for a
No,
little?
I'll
Awesome.
listen to.
Awesome. Yeah,
I'm gonna have.
Scores Bar and Grill,
I'll,
Jeffrey. Yeah, just let me know when you need to go, okay?
I,
So let me get to their ad. Excuse me. This is their latest promotion. Check it out. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, Scores Bar and Grill, right here in beautiful Beeville, Texas, would like to invite you to join them Saturday, June the 18th at 8:30 p.m. for their 14-year anniversary celebration. As part of their Throwback Summer Entertainment Series, they'll be celebrating with tunes from Falco and the Wolf from Corpus Christi, Texas, a 90s grunge and alternative rock cover band. It's going to be a great celebration. Make sure you mark your calendars now. You can get all the details and much more on their upcoming events by going to their Facebook page at scoresbarbeeville.com. Check it out. You'll be so glad you did. All right. And thank you to Scores Bar and Grill for being our sponsor. It means the world to us. Excuse me. And we have,
Falco and the Wolf.
are you familiar with them? I am not familiar with them, but I did the ad, but are you know them?
Yeah, I know Damon. Yeah, I know them both.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Me and my wife credit Damon with getting us together, and Damon goes,
No way. Isn't it a
all,
small world?
I said all I do. He said all I did was try to get you a gig, Dave, because she was booking music for the Aloft Hotel when she worked there.
Oh.
And
Hey.
then he played our so when we got married 3 years ago, he played our wedding.
Oh
Damon
my
did.
gosh. See, I had no idea. See how cool that is? Connections. I love connections like that.
He's amazing. You know, I go way back with Damon. I said, I remember we played a show together at a GameStop for some premiere back.
Really?
It had to be like 2005, 2006. I can't remember.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That is crazy. I had no idea you knew him. See, it's a good thing you stuck around. So Jeffrey says yay. So some Pearl Jam covers. So there is some
huge Pearl Jam.
really. Wow. See, my son was into Pearl Jam. I never really, I mean, I just need to hear them. I'm sure I would probably love them. I love all music. So, The next thing I want to do, if you have just a few more minutes, this is super, super exciting for us because I have a big surprise for everyone. I mentioned it on Facebook. I did not tell you what it is. We have Jeffrey Nelman here with us. Not only is Jeffrey a singer, a great singer, I mean, exceptional, and a songwriter, he's just amazing. But in addition to that, he has just agreed to become our first Carolyn's Corner Spotlight artist. And I'm so thrilled to have him as our spotlight artist. And yes, thank you. And what that means is we're going to give him a little bit of extra promotion. And he has a brand new song that he just wrote. And I want to make sure I get the right name of it. It is called Too Good to Be True. So as part of his as the service that I'm offering, I made a little music video for his song. Now this is the first time I made a music video, so Jeffrey has not seen this. He's going to be just as surprised as everyone else. Let me make sure he's still there. Are you able to hang out for about 5 more minutes, David, or do you need to go?
Yes, 5 more minutes would be good.
Great. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to play this song, Too Good to Be True, by Jeffrey Naumann, and that's Naumann. And very soon he will be on our website, carolinscorner.live. The video will be there and you'll be able to see a little bit of information about Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I hope you're still here because here we go. I hope he is. I hope he likes this video. It's one of those things. Here we go.
When I saw you backstage in Boulder, Colorado, with a pass I recognized from last year's show, I knew I had to make an introduction. You said, I know who you are. My name's Anna Joe. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. That night, with my beat up 6th Street, I sang you every song this driver knew. When you picked up your guitar and started singing, it was as if the moon stood still to shine on you. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. Join me in San Diego. And come on stage to do a song or two. I waited up all night for you. When I got the news that they had found your Mustang down a California cliffside in the rain, in your hand. My number on a page of lyrics, and a million hearts arranged around my name. Yeah, I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true.
All right. That was Jeffrey Nauman's new song, Too Good to Be True. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. I really love that song. I think you did an excellent job on it. I will be posting it on our carolinscorner.live website just as soon as I can. Make sure you go and check him out. Make sure you go and check out David Martinez. Remember, he plays in Corpus and all around the coastal bend. And in just a few minutes, as soon as we go offline, I will. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. I was nervous. I was like, what if he doesn't like it? I've never made a music video. But David, I've got him, and I'm going to share it to Facebook here in just a few minutes. So that will show you all of his locations he's going to be playing at. So make sure you go see him. Go support this amazing young man. And I still say you're only 26. Jeff, I agree with you. I agree with you. I swear he's only 26.
I'll take it.
I'm serious. David, I've had a blast having you on. I've really enjoyed it. You're such a man, the caliber of your talent is just beyond comprehension.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You are welcome. Honestly, you are so good. God, I'm so blessed that you were here. I say that every single week. We keep getting just referrals for all of these. Thank you so much, Cindy. Oh, we keep getting these great referrals for all these great people. And I want to give a big shout out again to Willie Mellon for asking me, hey, did you have David? I was like, no, please send him my way. So I want to encourage everyone, and y'all have already been doing that. If you have friends or family that are singers, songwriters, musicians, bands, as long as it's original music, send them my way. And if we think that they are up to par, we will definitely have them on the show. Oh, thank you. Yes, I know, Jeffrey. He does. Yes, you really, really, really do. Yeah, thanks, Willie. Willie's traveling with his wife all over the country. That's so cool in his little bus. He is such a great guy, isn't he? Like,
oh yeah, he's a lot of fun.
He's so cool. I liked him immediately. We got to meet him out at BAMFest in Beeville, and I got to talk to him, and I asked him to come on the show, and it was just such an honor to have him. Y'all go back and make sure you look for Willie Nelson. Listen to me, Willie Mellon with two L's. Yes, melon, like the watermelon. Check out his show on Carolyn's Corner Live. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's everywhere. It's easier to find it on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on everywhere. And this show right now is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And I will download it within the next few days. I'll probably have to wait till after Monday because we have a big weekend planned. Estes Park, Colorado. Wow. Look at you, Willie. Man, have fun. I'm so proud of you guys. And I just think you're wonderful, wonderful people. And David, have a beautiful anniversary. Tell your wife what we wish her the best anniversary, and tell her I'm sorry that I took you away on your evening, but you said we're good. So if not, you'll be in the doghouse forever. Ladies and gentlemen, I really have appreciated all of you being here. Jeffrey and everyone who's commented. Cindy, it was such a pleasure speaking to you. Let's keep in touch. And if you'd like, I'm going to send you an invitation to join our group. That way you can keep track of who's coming on and help cheer them on when you have time, David.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you and keep you safe. And thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good night. And Jeffrey, message me. I'll be right there. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.